Hi there, I want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite products for the past few months, things that I have been loving for summer skincare, summer beauty, and I'm going to be pulling them out of this bag, which is a collaboration with Le Sports Sac and Rifle Paper Company. So they did this, I think in May it came out, and they had a couple different things in the collection, but I saw this bag on Instagram and I thought it was so cute. Definitely didn't need another makeup bag, but I just had to get it because it was adorable. So here are a couple of the things. So the first thing I have been loving is this Clinique BB cream. This is Acne Solutions. Makeup by Tiffany D here on YouTube was talking about it, and it is just an awesome BB cream. I have been carrying it around, so the label is completely worn off, but I wear shade light. There's only a couple shades. It's like light, medium, and then some other ones, like 4 shades or 5 shades maybe. And I have the one shade darker, which I can kind of wear if I've done some self-tanner. But it's really great coverage, doesn't clog your pores. I apply it with my Beauty Blender, which is another one of my favorites. It looks kind of rough right now, but I have been using this every day, wet it, wring it out in a towel, apply the foundation, and kind of bounce it onto the skin. I was talking to one of my friends about this, and she was saying, I don't know, I feel like I'm not getting the coverage that I want. And I said, okay, well, you have to, obviously make sure you're rinsing it, wringing it out, but then just kind of like bounce it on the skin all over rather than kind of wiping it like you would with a foundation brush. I have been trying a really cool foundation brush, though. I don't have it with me because I was testing it out for Elements Beauty Shop, which you guys know I work with them on a bunch of different stuff, and they're going to start carrying it, so look out for that. I'll be talking about that soon. The other foundation that I've really been liking is the Chanel Vita Lumiere Velvet. I wear 20 Beige in this one. Runs similar to the Vita Lumiere Aqua, if you guys are familiar with that. I think that this one is newer. I like this one a lot better. The Vita Lumiere Aqua I think is a little bit too sheer. This one I feel like is a lot thicker. I like the finish of this one. I would say the Clinique BB cream is thicker, but sometimes I just feel like wearing this one. Chanel makeup just smells awesome, and it's like, it just feels very fancy to apply it, so I really like to use it. So it just depends on which mood I'm in, but I would say for the most part I'm wearing this one. Also, the Chanel one's a little tiny bit darker, so sometimes I'm throwing that on if I'm a little tanner. Let's see. Another thing I've been loving is this Coswell Massey, I think it's called the Elixir of Love #1 cologne spray. So it's a cologne, and it has jasmine in it. I'll put the full list of ingredients. I mentioned it on my Instagram, and then I'll put it in my blog or in the description here. It just smells really light and wonderful, floral. I like to wear, I was wearing Chloe Roses for a long time. I like Coco Mademoiselle, but this one is the one I've been reaching for every day. The only thing is I do feel that it isn't that strong, or maybe it wears off quickly. So I do reapply it a lot, but I kind of do that with most of my scents anyway because I like to smell them myself. So I'm trying to see what else. Okay, so these next 2 things are really recent, so I feel bad being like, they're already my favorites because I've only had them for like a week, but it is this NARS lip gloss. This is part of the Christopher Kane collection. I went to the store called Blue Mercury in Charlottesville, which is like one town over from us. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, so Charlottesville is like an hour away, and my boss told me about this store, so I checked it out, and they had tons of stuff, and it was really awesome, including this NARS. They had NARS makeup and skincare. So this is the only product that I got from NARS, but they had those sheer, the luminous, I think they're called the multiples or something, and so they're blush, like a cream blush stick, but everything looked, in this collection, there was like purple iridescent, everything looked really spacey and cool, and I bought this lip gloss, which I just thought looked cool. It looks really sheer, if you guys can see it, so I asked the girl that was working there, is this really going to show up? And honestly, I was going to buy it anyway, because I just liked the way it looked, even if it was only a little tint. I'm wearing it now, and I don't know how it's coming through in the video, but it does have a pretty strong tint for a lip gloss, I was very pleasantly surprised. When she told me, oh, it'll kind of stain your lips after you wear it. It is a lip gloss, so it's not going to be super pigmented, but it does stain your lips and it stays on for a long time, and it actually really does. It shows up a lot. It's called Glow Pink. And then the other thing that I got from there, this is Trish McEvoy, and this is the first product that I have had from her. And I was trying out all these shadow sticks. My hand looked crazy after I got out of the store because I was like swatching all of them. But this one is in Smoky Quartz, and it's like a rosy, I don't know if you can see. It's not really coming through well on the camera, but it's like a pinky metallic color, and I thought it was so pretty and so perfect for summer, because the other one that I've been loving for summer is the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre, or however you say it, cream eyeshadows. I like these a lot better than the ones from Dior. I feel like they're really pigmented and they're pretty. I haven't been wearing them in the winter, but as soon as summer hit and your foundation's a little bit more sheer, you're just having like a little teeny bit of shimmery eyeshadow on, I think it looks really pretty. So I have been loving those. Also, I tried out Jane Iredale. So where I go get my facials, it's Glow Med Spa, and they always put something on at the end of it, and like some kind of powder that makes your skin look real. And obviously your skin looks pretty anyway because you just got a facial, but they put this powder on, and so I figured out that it was Jane Iredale, so I went and picked that up. And so this is the pressed powder. It comes in like a nice little compact. It's really heavy. It's like a heavy metal compact, and I wear the shade Radiant, and it's slightly light. I just have been using this for touch-ups, but I like to carry it with me, and it's also kind of mattifying, so I'm really liking this also. Something else that I've been liking, I have a few things over here too, is the Naked Skin Self Tanner. So I've used Saint Tropez, I've used, I'm trying to think the other one, Vita Liberta. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but I like the foaming kinds the best, and I use this with a little mitt, and this is awesome. It's like $19, which I think the Saint Tropez one of a comparable size is like 30 something. I'm not 100% positive, but I really, really, really like this. And so I like to use it 2 days in a row, and then I find that the tan lasts for several days. I put it on at night before I go to bed and put my pajamas on, and I wear long sleeve because it does rub off. So I don't think it says anywhere that it does, and I've seen a lot of self-tanners say, oh, we don't rub off, but they kind of all do. I have white sheets. But anyway, you put it on the mitt, rub it all over, then in the morning I wash it off, and then I do the same thing again the next day, and then I go a couple of days without doing it. So I think it's really awesome. I like to use that. As far as facial skincare, I have been loving 4 different things, so I will show them to you. So the first thing is this Retinol 1.0 by SkinCeuticals, and the LHA Solution Priming Toner with Biomedic LHA technology for oily or problematic skin. So I've been loving both of these for my skin. I still am on my Erno Laszlo. I love it. I use the black soap, black treatment bar rather, and the oil. And so you put the oil on, then the black soap, lather, etc. And then I use the serum, which I think is over here. So this is the serum that I've been using. I blogged about this in my last post. It's the Hydrotherapy. It's wonderful. It smells like rosy. It's light pink. It's super gentle and light, and I love using it for summer, especially when I'm using these things that are kind of harsh. So these are the things that I've been kind of adding into my Erno Laszlo routine, and I swapped out my regular Erno Laszlo moisturizer for this light serum because it's been working out as far as summer. I think when it starts to get cold again, I'll have to switch it up because my skin is very finicky, and in the winter it'll get dry, summer it'll get oily, things like that. As far as exfoliators, I've been using the Joanna Vargas exfoliating mask. This is so cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera, but the mask inside is like shimmery. It's like a yellowy white like it's really liquidy texture. I actually poured some out when I was using it the last time. I was like, oh no, I hope I didn't waste it because I poured kind of a lot. I really, really like this. It's like a little bit gritty, so it's got that physical exfoliator, but then it's got other stuff in it. It says pineapple enzyme, kojic acid. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Volcanic ash is what is I guess the gritty part. But I really like this. You put it on your wet face, leave it on, or scrub it in a little bit, leave it on for 10 minutes, and then wash it off, and it makes your face so soft. Christelle had been raving about this line. She's one of the other Elements beauty bloggers, and she loves their serums and the mask and everything in the Joanna Vargas line. And I had been such on an Erna Laszlo kick that I hadn't even tried this yet, and I finally did, and it's awesome. So I love this mask. And the other exfoliator that I'm loving is this Peter Thomas Roth one, and it's the peeling gel. So it's that cool, it's like a weird texture. It's like gummy. That makes it sound gross. It's not gross. You put it on dry skin, and it's got chemical exfoliators, and it doesn't feel gritty at all. It just feels kind of like gummy, and it's cool. So you just rub it all over your face, and it starts to peel up on itself. And I guess that is what's exfoliating. I don't know. It's just a cool product, and I like to use this. This one's a lot more gentle and light. I feel like I could use this several times a week, whereas this one is like stronger, I guess I would say, and so I would only use this once in a while. Plus, it takes longer. It's like 10 minutes. You have to sit there and wait, versus this one you kind of are just going and then you're done. So, the other thing I've been loving, which I don't have in front of the camera, it's like all the way on the other side of the room. I'll go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, the other thing I've been loving is this Coola makeup setting spray. I posted about this on Instagram. It's awesome. So this has SPF 30 in it. You spray it on over your makeup. You can carry it with you in your bag, and you just are basically adding in SPF all the time. So my thing was, okay, all these makeups, all these sunblocks, they say you need to, they say that you need to like reapply every hour, and or not every hour, but every 4 to 6 hours or whatever. They all say different times. Anyway, I'm like, well, how are you supposed to do that if you've got your full face of makeup on? And I mean, not that everyone is wearing a full face of makeup, I guess, but I know other people besides me are. So what are we supposed to do? And that's why I was like, this is so smart. I've used like the Urban Decay spray and other sprays, and they're great, but this one has SPF, which you just cannot beat. So I carry it. Sometimes it's in my center console of my car, because when I'm driving, I start to kind of feel the heat, and it makes me feel like the sun is getting on my face. And then other times I just have it in my purse, and I spray it like if I'm at like a festival or out shopping outside or something like that. So it's really great. That's definitely one of my favorite things, because the other things are really cool, but I had never heard of anything like that. And then now I know a couple of other brands have it, but this is the one from Coola. So then it's all organic and things like that, which is great too. As far as nail color, I've been loving Bikini So Teeny. I got my nails done the other day. I love this one, and then also Find Me an Oasis, which is a light blue, almost white. So those are some of the ones that I've been loving. I would love to hear what you guys are loving, so post in the comments or tell me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, what products you guys love for summer. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching.